Hello, this is Falterfire, and today's video is going to be actually me attempting to refine my sort of signature Caitan deck, which is Burning Stuntman. I have done one run with it on this patch, and I wasn't entirely happy with how that run went, so I want to do some reconfiguring of the deck and see what I can figure out. So, looking at the list, I think I may want to cut this focus. I think that we may be trying to run a lower mana cost list. So one of the notes here is we have 2 strenuous focuses and 2 shifting focuses as our mana. Strenuous focuses still just gives us 4 mana with a downside that we can hope to avoid by just winning quickly enough, which still seems pretty good. And then shifting focus is a good amount, is a way to get critical and mighty for free without dedicating additional cards to it. Aside from that, we have Overflow, which is still very good. Heated Strike, which is now much better than it used to be. It now gives, it now does 5x2 damage. It used to do like 6. It's now only 1 mana. And it creates 2 overheats, which means that 1 Heated Strike is enough to power an Overflow. Spell Slash creates 2 Magic Blades, which also makes that enough to power an Overflow. The Quick Blasts off an Overflow. Adaptive Defense is actually very good now because it will create. It previously was temporary evasion if you were in strike stance and the quick blast if you were in spell stance. Now you get either 2 quick blasts or 2 magic blades depending on your stance, which means even though we don't actually care about the shield most of the time, this is a very flexible way to get out whatever we need more of right now. So the other cards that we are including, I want to try Fire Tap because the idea here is we're getting burned from 2 things. We're getting burned from Heated Strikes, just outright applying it, and then we're getting burned from playing temporary cards generated by Overflow or Spell Slash or Adaptive Defense or Heated Strike. Because anytime we play a temporary or removed card, we will apply burn to an enemy thanks to Caitan's level 4 or level 7 passive. The last thing we want is less certain. I have considered Battle Posture. That could draw us into... It would always draw us, in our starting deck, a Heated Strike and a Spell Slash, which isn't a bad combo. But it's also not the most amazing combo. I'm also considering just running a second Fire Tap. Enrage is also a possible option. And then I'm also considering running... Let's see what are... Frost Strike, which is 3 mana, which is a pretty big amount for this deck at this point, but it would let us go to turn 2 more easily. It's also kind of tempting to just run a mana card or just run a random mana card for value, just to have that going for us. And I'm thinking, which is difficult for me a lot of the time. I'm bad at thinking. I'm also considering just like a second Heated Strike, but I don't think that's quite where I want to be. I don't know that we can reliably sustain 2 Fire Taps, but I think we can because almost every card in the deck... So my worry with Fire Tap is that it will fall off later, that we won't be able to sustain it once our deck gets larger. But I'm willing to risk it, I think. So for the rest of the card pool, I think I'm going to start from scratch again because it's been a bit. And I have played a bunch of runs since I last looked at this. Take 20 Ritual Inspired Vigor. We'll take Bouncing Bolt. Let's look at what our Caitan cards are. Tempered Zeal. This would be a reason to run the second Heated Slash. Was that would let us play Tempered Zeal more consistently. I think it's still probably good. I think Burn Fatigue is actually good now. At 3 cost, I think I do like it enough. Vindictive Strike is still excellent. Careless Strike being 0 mana is very good. Vengeful Will is very good. Purging Strike I'm not sure about. I don't know how much we care about cleansing. Absolutely Power Blast and Reckless Assault are both very, very good though. I actually could see myself taking another Adaptive Defense. I could see myself taking another Shifting Focus. And I think that is it for Caitan cards. So we have 30 more Epic slots. And so we have a number of choices. Aether Storm is very good, but also kind of expensive. Sanctity is card draw, but again, kind of expensive. we could just run another mana. I like Lightning Blade a lot, I think. I don't hate Renewing Ray. As a way to just get some mana up. I would run Echoing Bolt, but it is... Actually, we'd be playing Echoing Bolt basically fairly, so that seems reasonable. And then we could take Death or Glory, but I don't know that we care enough. Like it's reasonable rate, but I think I would rather have like the Renewing Ray or the Mana Eruption, or maybe even the Mana Surge. The Mana Surge does go well if we end up taking Tempered Zeal. Or, not Tempered Zeal, if we end up taking Burn Fatigue, because Burn Fatigue could draw us into Mana Surge, which could draw us into Mana. I also, though, kind of like the idea of having Blood Visions. We are potentially going to bleed out, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Arms Race is good. Battle Ready is so-so. Burst of Strength is okay, but I'm not sure I love it. Hunt we definitely want. Mind Seed seems bad. Mana Ritual seems always good. Last Resort seems potentially tricky. I don't know that I want to try that one. Absolutely Precarious Drought, Absolutely Surprise Attack. Stinging Strike is more tempting now at 0 mana for 2x4, but I still don't think it's quite where we want to be. I think we want... Let me think. I do like Contemplate. I think I like Arcane Strike. This one's... Oh, I think we want... Crystal Strike being that much damage I think is worthwhile. Power Surge... I never know how to feel about Power Surge. Brainstorm is great. We need Blazing Ritual when I find that. Blazing Ritual. I think we want Unleash the Storm. I think this does just so much damage. Sorcerer's Accretion seems also very tempting. I want to try it at least. And I think our last card is Mana Bolt. So that seems like a good list of cards to try. We will see how it actually works out. Getting the right balance of mana and card draw is something I'm still kind of struggling with on this patch. We'll take Cryogenic Flask. Recoverable health tends to be kind of nice. Max Shield can be kind of nice if we end up taking more than one turn, which, especially since this is kind of an experimental build right now, is very likely to happen. So that all seems reasonable. Let's see how this goes. Treasures being cheaper can be nice. We don't, I think, have any treasure generating cards right now. But I don't think we have any in the card pool. So this would just be... Then we'll just take the Key of Wisdom for the extra... It starts with an extra card on turn 1, which is nice. Alright. Fire Elemental is potentially very valuable. I could see us going either way. Thinking if we want any of these. Last Range Strike is okay. Corrupted Blast I think is the card we want. Because I think that's just having that way to apply Vulnerable would be nice. Okay, so this hand is... Looks a little bit sketchy, but I think we can make it work. Because we are going to... Yeah, because that's going to turn on... There's our Fire Taps turned on. And then we can just do this dance. There we go. Yep, that worked out very cleanly. This is kind of tempting. I think we'll take the Adaptive Defense over the Hunt. I don't know for certain that Hunt is a card we're going to end up wanting. Just because we do... I forgot that we get critical out of those. Alright, so now we can have Mighty as well. Let's... The trick here is to try and avoid wasting damage. Let's do that actually first. There we go. Alright. I really like having a Predator's Focus. I really like having Brainstorm. Both of these are very good. Predator's Focus. I tend to err on the side of mana. We may end up taking Consuming Flames here, although that is a little bit risky. I think we do want to do that. And then... Oh, you start with Shield. I didn't realize now. So we want these Quick Blasts. Our goal here is, yeah, to get through that so that we can trigger Burn. Alright. There we go. This is a little bit awkward. Yeah, we're going to be just barely sneaking in. I really like Unleash as just a way to end fights. Consuming Flames is kind of interesting. I'm not certain we can get enough value out of it to justify it, but Unleash seems like it'll probably always be great. So these are both very good. Vindictive Aura lets us play... What are we... If we were fighting Munchroom, I would probably take... I think we probably still will take Vindictive Aura just because that lets us play Shrivels if we need them, or if we deal with anything else. Generated Stopwatch is very good, but we have ways to get critical, which makes that a little bit less valuable. As far as upgrades go, normally you'd upgrade Unleash the Storm, but shocking ourselves is something we actually kind of like. Spell Slash Plus is incredible. Overflow Plus is also incredible. Fire Tap is whatever. That's somewhat useful. This is pretty good. I think it's the Spell Slash Plus. I really like getting that upgrade off of that Elite. I would love to have... I think Refresh would be very good, so we're going to do that. I think we probably don't need the Toughen. I would take the Mana Dance just for the mana. Just planning out where we're going after this. So we don't have any card draw, which means that we're probably... Yeah, because this isn't the Spell Slash Plus, which means I think we are likely to not be able to finish the kill out this turn on both of them, but we should be able to do still a pretty substantial amount of damage. Okay, that will... I'm going to try and think... Yeah, we want those. Okay. Very close. And we'll just freeze you, and then we get that off. Okay, so not quite a clean turn 1 win, but we did win. I really don't like this at 4 mana. I think at 4 mana I really am not a fan. Reckless Assault though I like. It is expensive, but I think we can justify it. I really would like Mana Font, but I think getting the shot at like Impale and getting 2 shots of Impale I think is more valuable. I'll just, I guess, hope to get a different thing here. This is a very... Oh no, we're actually good. Okay. Because the thing I was saying, like, so many cards in our deck will just let us trip that. This is also a little bit awkward, but definitely need more card draw. Now I'll just freeze you out. Okay. Do you like getting that? That would take all of our mana, which is unfortunate. Alright, we're just gonna win. There we go. Vindictive Strike is very good. We don't have support for it yet. Spry Vigor is probably the safer pick for now. That's great. That's a way to draw some cards. We may cut one of these adaptative defenses, but they have done very good work so far. I think we upgrade the Spell Slash, and then I think we'll keep things for now. I really need to find more card draw though. That's absolutely my biggest flaw right now. Right, let's draw some cards. There we go. This will kill everything effectively. And that's why that card is in the deck. Brainstorm. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Let's get that critical set up. Yeah, we're gonna need these blades. Love it. And then we just kill you. There we go. Do we just take more mana? I don't know that we need a third adaptive defense. So just having a little bit of extra mana lets us frees us up to definitely take more non-mana cards. Alright, love to see this as our thing that we copy. We want to draw first so that this will be able to kill, and we also obviously want that critical. Let's do that. And then yeah, actually this is just going to kill everything. There we go. It's important to spend time thinking before you just murder everything by playing one card. Relentless Assault and Crystal Strike. This is lower base damage, but it hits a bunch more times. That makes this stronger depending on what we pick up in the next area. I think the upgrade on this is stronger if I remember correctly. And we already have shifting focuses, so I'm not too worried about that. I really like Enchanted Hammer. It'll just give us a little bit of extra oomph when we need it. Hopefully let us draw more cards. Okay, so Vindictive Aura also lets us use this safely right now. Alright, we can get critical chance. Which means that there's a chance that this will just outright murder everything. Oh, now we can play this, actually. And yeah, that will just kill everything. There we go. Very complicated, difficult deck. Takes skill to run. I'm a very good player. You know, spent lots of time honing this deck. Lots of time thinking. You know, all of that. Brainstorm Plus is weaker now than it used to be. This being extra powerful is nice. This being 4 Quick Blast is just kind of ridiculous. I like that this upgrade is cheaper, but I don't actually care about the increased transforms. This upgrade being 4x6 is also very nice. Because that's plus 9 damage. Brainstorm Plus being an extra card is nice. This is a lot more mana though. It's plus 3 mana. I think we do upgrade. We'll upgrade one of the overflows. Did I take the third? No, I didn't take the third defense. I think we're good for now. Let's see. Alright, so we did not get Elemental. Unfortunately, we can't get Elemental Strike. We didn't get the right enemy, which is disappointing. I think we just take a bunch of events here. I think we start here because I would like a Mystic Ritual if I can get it. Although these guys could pose a threat to us winning on turn 1. They are seriously an annoyance. Okay. Card showed up late. Let's see. Have to make sure I have enough room in hand to do the things I want to do. Alright. So we have critical, so Mighty is the thing that we need. And we are in strike stance, which means we want to play that. And then we have enough room for this. Actually, let's work on getting through that. What skills are left in the deck? So this will draw a fire tap, but then it'll force a shuffle. There's a decent chance that it ends up drawing us. It'll draw us probably exhaustions, so we probably will actually get the burn fatigue off, which is nice. Let's see if that happens. Alright, no such luck. I don't like getting that off though. Let me think. I see what I get. Yeah, no such luck. I wanted to find that one thing that we didn't find. Let's get into spell mode. And then we have, yeah, just this raft of cards to play. Alright. Arms Race is very good. Blazing Ritual is very good. Do. Arms Race can draw us Relentless Assault and Heated Strike. Let's do it. Extra critical chance is very good. Both of these are pretty good. I think we'll take this because there are more weapons I would like, and we don't have any accessories yet. I did not look at the monster card we were offered. I didn't pay attention to it, so I'm just going to assume that it wasn't Mystic Ritual. My brain has a tendency to just delete things that I don't think are going to be relevant without, you know, telling my brain what it was that I just deleted. Look, it is what it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. You're still a jerk. This is the unupgraded overflow. Oh, we need to. This one's also going to be a jerk because of all that plated. This will do a lot of damage, which is nice. Oh, I should have gotten that off first. I think that was kind of my plan, and then my brain just was like, let's just forget what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to do that. I just don't have to deal with the plated anymore. That all worked out very well. Void Fire is not useful to us. I think we take Contemplate for the extra draw. Surprise Attack is also good, but I think we just want the extra draw. See, like Greatsword, for example, is a weapon that... So now we have Greatsword and we have the crit chance. And it's way better than just having had... We would have had to have swapped the one for the other, which would have been much worse, obviously. Okay. I think we're getting Quick Blasts out. We can do this safely because we have... Oh, no, I wish I played that. We knew that safely because we have... my brain has wandered off again, which is rude. Oh, we have Vindictive Aura still. Is it time to do that? Because I'm trying to figure out if I can stack more buffs before I do. Let's get that out. Try and figure out where I'm at on mana. I think I have to play this Brainstorm now. Alright, that worked out. Kind of tight on mana, but... I'm not sure we're going to get this turn one. I guess we're guaranteed to draw mana if we draw cards, so that makes this a tempting play. Okay. We are 1 mana short. We will get that mana. Okay. And so the reason we were 1 mana short is because we wanted to be able to play this and also a whatever. We need to be able to play that into a Magic Blast, into a Quick Blast. This is going to be very close. If this is a crit, okay. Yeah, that was literally down to whether or not we got a crit. We did still have the freeze ready, so we weren't in trouble, but you know, still very close. Bouncing Bolt is probably very good. I think we have to upgrade if we take it. And I think we make up the roll. Well, the Relentless Assault is fine. These are very good with the Bouncing Bolt. We make up the Heated Strike, although it is also very good with the Bouncing Bolt. But if we got the Heated Strike, the Arms Race always goes to Relentless Assault, which we don't actually necessarily care about. I think we'll just let it ride again. Making decisions is hard. I didn't even look. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, we were fighting Emerald Dragon. Do we have any trinkets we want to get rid of? I'd get rid of that for... We want to fight Drakes to do it, though. Give us critical and mighty on turn 1 guaranteed. But we have to discard a card for it. That takes thinking, which is not going to bother. Even more crit chance. That's very nice. So now we're up to plus 30% crit chance, which means that when we have critical, we get 80% chance to crit. Which is obviously pretty nice. Okay, and getting this before we have, getting this unfatigued is very, very, very nice. Let me think. What is in the deck to draw? Okay, so this will draw us exactly Brainstorm plus the adaptive defenses, which seems okay. Although I am now in this slightly awkward position of needing to figure out how I am getting out. But yeah, bonk and bonk. And I need to get out one more card before I can draw. I guess it has to be that. I think I want to do that. I think we're not playing Admiral's Assault. This would be very good if it wasn't going to just get eaten by those. I should have discarded the Bouncing Bolt. I don't know if we're going to play that again. Actually, I suppose this works for helping us with that. We'd really like the burn to go on this, please. Because it has taunt, so we can't hit anything else until it dies. We've got to draw cards now. It's not great. Alright. I shouldn't have done that in that order. If this crits, we... Okay. Because I was worried that we weren't going to be able to have space in hand to draw cards. We're going to hammer that. And then, yeah, now our problem is all of this evasion that we do not have a good way through. Okay, so if we do this, that turns this on. There we go. Got there. Vengeful Will is pretty good. This is also pretty good. I kind of like the Careless Strike because I do. Because it's another strike that we can draw into. Emerald Dragon I'm a little worried about, but upgrading the other Overflow is very good. And upgrading these is also not bad. I think the Fire Taps, upgrading them is a little risky. Okay, I'm just going to hammer this and just immediately get 8 mana. Okay. I think we would like to see the Unleash the Storm. So we can do that first. It couldn't have drawn us the Unleash the Storm, but it could, So we knew that that wasn't going to draw us the Unleash the Storm, but we also knew that it was, I think we're going to, no, we have plenty of blades. Sorry, it wasn't going to draw us the Unleash the Storm, but it also wasn't going to, that also means that, like, that increases the odds of, like, anything else we play. Okay, so the Unleash the Storm is not happening, it looks like. And I have a cat in front of my screen, which is making it hard for me to see what I'm going to do. Alright, yeah, and we didn't get the copy because we just didn't have any space in hand, but that's fine. Because you don't have space for all of those. Yeah, this is the problem with having those as the overflow pluses. And so, yeah. Is there a strike in the list? Yes, this will draw us the Careless Strike. Okay. So it is actually useful to us that we are repeatedly getting shocked, because that's just free vengeance, baby. Yeah, Bouncing Bolt is still a little bit awkward. It's not like it's bad or anything, it's just not quite doing what I would like. Just freeze you. Yeah, we didn't quite get that lethal, but take 6 from the burn we applied to ourselves. And we can just clean up now. Storms. Yeah, I probably could have sequenced that better. I was really set on trying to just get out the Unleash the Storm first, which was probably a mistake. I don't know that we're able to set ourselves on fire reliably enough for Tempered Zeal, Blood Vision seems very good since we have Vindictive Aura. We could technically use Benevolent Mace and it wouldn't be too bad, but just not feeling it. I like Thirsty Fang more than Key of Wisdom, I think, just barely. So this upgrade draws us 4 spells. How many spells do we even have? 1, 2. Oh, we can't see the upgraded spells. We have. I really wish you could sort this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would draw us all of those. It gives us more Vengeance. All of that seems fine. I was kind of like just upgrading our mana outright, but Blood Visions Plus seems good. I'm debating if the Killer Strike is. I think Relentless Assault is actually kind of medium here. It's not bad, but I think it's not really where we want to be most of the time. And it just feels really weird to cut that card. That card's just so good normally. Do we need both adaptative defenses still? I think not, because it's not necessarily what we want to be drawing out of the Burn Fatigue. Is that the end of it? Yes, Burn Fatigue. It's been so long since I've actually had that card in my deck. Okay, so we're fighting Maw. I really want to go through here always, because both of these cards are very, very good for this deck. That does mean, because there's no connection here, we will not be able to get any events. We won't be able to fight CPU. And we won't be able to fight any elites either. Huh. Is that worth it? It might be. I think that's what I'm going to do. Although it doesn't mean going through. Can we avoid Prowlers? If we go this route, we get to avoid Prowlers. I like avoiding Prowlers. They're a pain in the butt, and I don't want to deal with them. So we're not going to. Okay, I don't really want a copy of that. I'm already critical. This will... Okay, we have just enough space in hand for this. I want to include that. Okay. So we want to get extra powerful. We want to avoid putting too much value on this, on killing this. But, you know, we do what we must because we can't. And now we have enough space in hand for this. That's not going to be lethal. That is. This is so close to being lethal. So we draw. I think we're done with Bouncing Bolt for now. I was hoping that we would get like Fatigue that would give us the extra bit of value we needed. This is an 80% chance to kill. We got it. Let's do some damage. We're just going to start counting up. Okay. I think we're going to hammer the defense. No, we just have lethal. Okay, we had super lethal there. I was just being overcautious. Incandescent Focus is going to be probably tricky to hit, but if we can, it's lots of value. It's just another mana card that we can't play immediately. Let's start with that, I think. Okay. Let's start with that. So now we have enough that we can Blood Visions, which finds us, aside from anything else, it finds us to Unleash the Storm, which we want to play first. That will just kill the couple things that are the free kills. Actually, we are actually in a position to just get that extra powerful out, which is not always the case. Do that, which gives us a 5 burn, so that's online. Do we draw cards? Do we try and deal damage outright? Guess we're just trying to deal damage outright. Alright, I guess it's there more or less. Okay, and we can even get the Thirsty Fang kill for value. Second Unleash doesn't seem like the worst thing. Frantic also doesn't seem terrible. I think we'll just take another Brainstorm though, which is possibly incorrect. Is there anything we want to cut? No. We don't like that Purity buff. Purity buff makes us sad. We want debuffs. Let's go ahead and do this. And then... okay, so we get critical 1, which is always nice. And then we can just... what do we want to do twice, potentially? Okay, and then yeah, this will just do a lot of damage. If I get this off now, it's good. We need to get burn on something. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we are going to manage to stack enough burn to get this off, unfortunately. So we have to do that now if we're going to play this. I think at the point we go ahead and hammer that and just hope that we find... oh, no, that's very bad. Okay, well, I finally gambled and lost. We will freeze you so we can keep our powerful, and we will eat just a lot of damage. Which is unfortunate, but... yeah, that is the danger of playing... of living dangerously. The danger of living dangerously. You know. That's not lucky either. Okay. Yeah, because we didn't get any card draw on our second hand either, which is not good. Let's see what that gets us. Okay, we have critical out. Let's draw some spells. There we go. Okay, yeah, that fight just went very, very poorly, largely because like the turn 1 went poorly. I still want to try Sorcerer's Secretion, but I think we want to reroll for this clear focus. Burning Blade, I think we want more than, because this was, yeah, we don't care about that. I think that burn is more valuable to us than that other thing. So what cards are the problems that we can get rid of? I still just don't know about Relentless Assault, but it is just theoretically very good. Careless Strike, I think, can go. It's fine, I guess, but we're just counting on having enough blades from the other stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can get this fight out. I'd love to see that one turn 1. Okay. We're going to need... I think we're going to do a lot of swords this turn. Okay. And then... hey, Lamau. Okay, I think we're going to do that so that we can Thirsty Fang this one. We are just, unfortunately, we just have no choice. We just ran out of card draw. So like that is still the balance, where it's like, you know, the last fight I didn't have enough I didn't have enough mana on turn 1, and then this turn the exact opposite happened. I just didn't have enough card draw. It is just a balance. Part of that is having more card draw trinkets. We do have the one, but having more than one would be nice. Are there 3 skills on the list? Yes. Okay. That's a good place to start. Okay, we are in strike stance. Starting with that makes sense to me, I think. We just hammer this for mana. We need, there we go, now I have space in hand. So I wanted to get that out. Burn fatigue fails again. Let's go and do that. I should have gotten that out. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That's online though. So now, let's do that because that's worth like 50 damage. Swap back into strike stance. Okay, and then we have, so basically it's either we do this and we hope that that crits, which is 30% chance, or we do this and we hope we draw mana, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of, 8 out of 23. I think that's a slightly higher chance. And whether it was a higher chance or not, it paid off. Okay. I'm still not sure we can do Tempered Zeal. You do need, we didn't end up taking the Blazing Ritual. We didn't end up taking a Power Blast, which I think means that we can't afford this. Lightning Blade is good though. And that makes Tormenting Gloves potentially online. I don't remember if Tormenting Gloves works with if you shock yourself. Because stuff that is, that triggers on stuff like that is kind of inconsistent. Stuff that triggers on status proc is kind of inconsistent when you do it to yourself. I do like upgrading the Fire Tap, I think. I think that'll make those, because we just want, I think, are now at a point, especially now that we're playing Burn on Strike Hit. We can use that, and we want to be able to draw more cards. All right, so we can go here, but it'll be kind of annoying, and it won't give us cards we care about. We can go here, it'll be kind of annoying, and it won't give us cards we care about, but it might be easier. The reason this one will be annoying is because they have Evade. But I think this is where we want to be. It's not where we want to be, but it's where we will be. Start by drawing our spells. Okay, this is probably what we were going to do twice. See if we can get any luck. Hey, that's pretty good luck. I was not watching to see if I got mana. That one is on me. Eh? No. So we can get kills. Okay. Yeah, these guys will just keep evading forever. Fortunately, we were able to fight for more than forever. I do like Blazing Ritual, I think. Although, we do also get a lot of value out of Banner Ritual. It's just, it also takes thinking, and I am super lazy. Freeing this makes some sense, but I don't think we want to do that. Do we? This, I think, gives us 3 more mana. Can we afford to? I think so. Okay, so we are at 10 mana. Let's see if this does. Okay, no, it doesn't. So I should probably report that because it seems like something. Oh, snails are probably a bigger deal than prowlers. You probably can't kill this thing on turn 1, which is going to be a problem, potentially. Alright, so now we can start. Actually, this is a great card to draw right before getting fatigued. So now we have some powerful to work with, which is always nice. I should have done that. Let's do this real quick. Okay. So yeah, unsurprisingly, we are not going to be able to kill this on turn 1. Just has a bajillion health. And that's an unfortunate turn 2. Feel like that's kind of inevitable though. Okay, we can draw. If we play that now, we are guaranteed to draw exactly those 3 things, which seems fine. Is absolutely the thing we want to copy. So we want to get out adaptive defenses, I think. Okay. So that will kill you. And then we just see how much we can do with these. Alright, so we do have the advantage of this bleed being nice, and we just freeze. The bigger things like we just have this freeze, which is going to be a way to ensure everything works out well. Yeah, those things are just kind of a pain in the butt, and my deck is not really firing on all cylinders yet. After this run, I need to spend some time thinking about how I can improve it. I think Bouncing Bolt is probably not quite where we want to be. Take this. Come on. Okay, no CPU. We actually have to do this fight. But that seems good, though, for us, potentially. I think we will want the mana. Just hammer. Oh, that was not the thing I meant to do. Try and do this on that. And then yeah, we get guaranteed crits on these guys because they started ambush because of the event. And we'll have, yeah, plenty of treasures here to draw with. That's going to be 15. It's not enough. I will be with that. Lots of 1-card treasures here, which is not ideal. And then, okay, everything's fine. Didn't miscalculate. Totally fine. We need another. Do we need another man card? Do we need another brainstorm? Both these are still useful. Take the brainstorm. We probably will cut one of the brainstorms. This is just better. So this one I was hoping was going to trigger off of Unleash and whatever, but it doesn't. So in that case, we would rather have just more crit chance. So I believe we're now up to a full 50% crit chance. Yeah. So we now get guaranteed crits with just critical, which is pretty good. You love to, as they say, see it. All right. But we do have to actually get critical first. Let's draw some cards. There we go. Treasure. Now we have critical. And yeah, now we have guaranteed crits. And let's go ahead and get some of these out. Also give us a ton of vengeance. Absolutely. Yeah, that seems good. We have too many cards in hand. Oh, we can eat you for value. No! You jerk! I do not want your treasures. Yeah, I cannot create anything while under this mountain of treasures, which is awkward. I swear if that, because that's got a decent chance of drawing me a treasure as well. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Okay. You're only almost drowned under a wave of treasures. There's Power Blast. I mean, for old time's sake, I'll take a Power Blast. I don't even know that was what we wanted, but I mean, Power Blast. Do you know how long? So Power Blast has been fine in the last couple patches, but like, it's been a while since it was amazing. I think now it is back to being very, very, very good. All right, we're never upgrading this Relentless Assault. That makes it, I think, a reasonable cut. Not an amazing cut, but a reasonable cut. I have no clue. We're not getting through them all in one turn. I think that's just not happening. Let's reroll just for fun. This would be useful if we weren't at the point we're at. We're going to pitch that. If we weren't at the point where we're at guaranteed crits, which I think is more valuable. Temporary buff is nice. Sure. We would love to get Mighty as our temporary buff. None of that does anything for us. This doesn't seem better than what we have. There's probably cards we should be removing, but it takes thinking. Thinking is hard. Alright. No luck on finding Mighty, but we do have Mighty so in our deck, so let's start by drawing all the spells. Alright, and our temporary whatever thing has worn off, which is nice. Okay, but the problem is we don't have space in hand to play anything, which is unfortunate. Let's hammer that. I can play this, and that works out fine. Yeah. And we can get out of whatever mode. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna play that, and then Haunted Flask. Okay, that worked out amazingly. I really needed that mana. Alright, there's some more mana. Okay, we get critical, so now we have guaranteed crits. And we're pitching the expensive whatever. Okay. This will get us some of our mana back. And we have to do this. Yeah, we were just nowhere close to the amount of damage we need. And I kind of expected that. We don't have any of the major payoffs, which is obviously a problem. We don't have the big one being, this is a really unfortunate hand as well. The big ones being that we don't have, sorry, my brain as usual, just decided to wander away. We don't have Vindictive. Yeah, that's a very, very bad turn. Very bad thing. Yeah, I need to figure out, yeah, I mentioned this fairly early on, but I am still in the figuring out stages of things, I would say, for this patch. So this is what Burning Stuntman looks like when it's not working. Like, we're still winning, and it's not like we're even close to losing. It's just not pretty, and took us like 3 turns to get that maw kill. Yeah, I need to think on this deck some more and figure out how to make it better, because I wasn't happy with how that run went. But thanks for joining me on this adventure of trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. And I look forward to seeing you guys for my next video, whatever that ends up being. Until then, toodles.